A viewer wants to know how she can have a conversation with a guy who just doesn't talk. She's really outgoing and bubbly, and he is super quiet and shy, and he'll say 3 sentences and then not say anything. And she's like just standing there. So what do you do? All right, normally I say ask a lot of questions. Get people to open up. And one viewer wrote in and said, well, yeah, if you do that, it's like you're interviewing somebody. And yeah, I get that. And so you don't want to seem like you're prying, like you're asking too many personal questions. And with someone who's super shy, it's just going to put them over the edge. So what you need to do is talk about yourself. And normally I wouldn't say that because you're like, oh, stop talking. That's how I am with people who just go on and on about themselves. But in this case, you're not going to have a conversation. You either have a one-sided conversation or you have no conversation at all. And eventually he will warm up to you because it sounds like he really likes you. She says that he stares at her and really tries to approach her and tries to make conversation. It's just really difficult for him. And that's difficult for a lot of people. Shy people, it's very hard. So for a while, you're going to have to do all the talking. And again, that will change. But don't go on and on and on and on and don't even let him get a word out edgewise. No, you don't want to do that. You want to talk. Take a pause. See if he'll interject and say something. But if not, just go on. And you might want to try to bring things up that he's interested in. Say if you go to the same college or you're in the same work environment, talk about something there. Talk about something funny that happened. Get him to at least react, to laugh or to joke or to chime in. So don't go on and on and on about yourself, although some about yourself would be great. Something that he could relate to, that maybe something about your childhood that he could say, oh yeah, that happened to me. So think before you even approach him about what you're going to say. I know it takes a lot of planning, but if you want to have a give and take and you want to have a conversation, you're going to have to think ahead of time about what you could say that would draw him out. And again, talking about your childhood, talking about something funny that happened, talk about some crazy relative, that he might have a crazy relative, I'm sure he does, something that happened in class or work that was funny, or maybe something that you need help with, some kind of a problem you're having. And that would then engage him. And then you could say, well, how would you handle this? And he's got to say something. He can't answer yes or no. So you get the idea. Talk about things that will bring him out. And if he doesn't answer, just move on to something else and continue talking. And I guarantee you, eventually he will join in on the conversation. And just be patient, and you'll be glad you did.